Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today we are talking about Facebook because Facebook has always said that we all have an equal say. They lied. Here's proof. Now, this is coming directly from the Wall Street Journal, but it's been broken down by Forbes, The Verge, a whole bunch of others. I'm actually cribbing from Forbes, who I thought had a really nice, concise explanation of this. So we're going to cut right through the red tape because here's what's going on. Facebook has exempted 5.8 million of its most high-profile users from facing consequences for breaking platform rules through a systematic and secret tiering system that an internal review described as, quote, a breach of trust. Internal documents obtained by the Wall Street Journal show. FYI, there are over 3 billion of us on Facebook, so 5.8 million is very small of a number. Now, Facebook initially created this system known as X-Check or Cross-Check to help the platform moderate actions taken against the platform's most popular users, like politicians and celebrities, according to the Wall Street Journal. The system has allowed powerful users, therefore, to break Facebook's terms of services with very few consequences, with some users deemed whitelisted, being exempt from policy enforcement, while other popular users' posts are allowed to stay up pending further review, even if they are breaking Facebook's rules that apply to the rest of us. Now, as an example, Brazilian soccer player Neymar was protected from sanctions by the system in 2019 after posting nude photographs of a woman who had accused him of basically him assaulting her, and that's a charge that he denied, which basically these pictures were permitted to stay up for more than a day despite breaking the platform's rules about posting, quote, non-consensual intimate imagery. Again, according to the Wall Street Journal. This is all, for the record, according to the Wall Street Journal. It's just for future reference. Now, the documents show whitelisted users in general also have shared disinformation and conspiracy theories about things like vaccine safety, Hillary Clinton's alleged role in a pedophile sex trafficking ring, and other claims that Facebook's own fact checkers have deemed false. But you're high enough, you're in that 5.8 million, they're letting it stay up. Now, in 2019, and I think this is where it gets seriously damning, a 2019 internal review of the system described Facebook's practices as, quote, a breach of trust and, quote, not publicly defensible, and that's, again, according to documents that were marked attorney-client privileged, obtained by the Wall Street Journal. The document also said, and I quote, we are not actually doing what we say we do publicly. Unlike the rest of our community, these people can violate our standards without any consequences. Again, that is a attorney-client privilege document that the Wall Street Journal got their hands on from Facebook. Now, according to the Wall Street Journal, again, and I've mentioned them a million times, but great reporting, Facebook has minimized the size of the system and the role it plays in moderation. The platform told its oversight board, you remember this board full of like former prime ministers and Supreme Court judges or whatever, they told them in June that the X-Check system is utilized in only a small number of decisions, quote unquote. Facebook told the Wall Street Journal in a statement that the system was launched to serve as, quote, an additional step to help moderate content that may, quote, require more understanding. A rep said the platform is working to phase out whitelisting after identifying issues with the system, calling the internal documents obtained by the Wall Street Journal, quote, outdated information stitched together to create a narrative. The report detailing information about Facebook's X-Check system is the first in a series based on internal documents that will show that the platform, quote, knows in acute detail that its platforms are riddled with flaws that cause harm, often in ways only the company fully understands. And we're going to see where this goes, but it looks like the Wall Street Journal has a treasure trove of information of these internal reports, these quote-unquote classified memos, if you will, from Facebook, and I am so curious to basically see these and read these. Now, I've done a lot of work on Facebook over the years. In fact, back in 2019, I did basically a 30-minute video / podcast called "It's Time to Put Mark Zuckerberg in Jail," when I detail point by point from tier 1 sources like the Wall Street Journal or NBC News or Reuters or AP, just all of the things that they have been caught doing, all of the things that Mark Zuckerberg has said that is just clearly damning to how they really consider us, which is essentially cattle. We get to be used in any which way, shape, or form, and by virtue of that, we get to be addicted to something that we hold in our hands every day, and basically wait for those likes, wait for those adornments, wait for anything else that Facebook is willing to give us. This is a huge, huge problem that we have here. And if they have people that are basically excluded from this and that can get away with this, 5.8 million people, well, that's a lot of people. It's a drop in the bucket compared to the 3 billion. And so here we are. We don't all have equal say. And for the record, I don't think that everybody's going to have an equal amount of followers. There are going to be people out there that have 0 followers. There are going to be people out there that have tens of millions of followers. Nevertheless, I understand that the people that have a massive amount of followers need to be checked up on. They need to be looked at to make sure that they are being honest, they are being accurate, that they are not being harassed, all those kinds of things that comes with celebrity, whatever kind of celebrity you are. But at the same token, that doesn't give you a free pass from violating the actual standards and rules. And I would speculate on this is my opinion, that they basically see this because they basically do this because these massively popular people are what drive ad revenue. They drive all of these things. And so if Neymar, the famous Brazilian soccer player, decides to go put up these kinds of pictures after he's being accused of rape, sure, it's going to drive ad revenue. People are going to talk about it. It's going to generate buzz. Mark Zuckerberg, I don't know, heats his pool for another 200 years. Whatever that is, this is what we're talking about. And I think that's a problem. They are prioritizing the profitability of this over the rules and standards, meaning all they're doing is bowing down to the almighty dollar. And I think we knew that already. This is the proof. And so there you go. If you're on Facebook, you're probably one of the 3 billion, not one of the 5.8 million. I'm willing to guess. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please stay private. And it's time to put Mark Zuckerberg in jail. Thanks, everyone.